You can talk as we go live. It's nice to have something to put when I edit the podcast before it.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, like say something funny before I start the intro movie.
Okay, something funny. No,
Oh,
that wasn't funny.
yeah, that was
Uh-huh.
total shit. Hey there, kiddos. Looks like you found your dad's anime stash. This week in the studio, we've got Bencho Albert with us.
Who's that?
Uh, so you used to be called Cy, and now you're
Mhm,
Albert. When did you change
mhm.
your name?
Unofficially,
Mm, okay,
it's a nickname. It's an alias.
that sounds good. Hey,
Hmm.
do you want me to call you Cy or Albert?
It doesn't matter. You could call me Sai.
I've never called you Albert. I've always called you Cy. I think I'm going to stick with
That's fine.
that.
That's fine.
It'll just be our thing. Hey, what are we doing this week?
Um, Digimon season 3. Digimon Tamers.
We're not. It was
Oh
close. Super close,
shit!
man.
Shit! I watched the wrong thing.
So before we get started, I have to kind of admit something,
What?
and I don't want you to lose all respect for me,
You
but
watched all of it.
I rigged the wheel to make sure we were watching
Oh,
season
really?
2. Yeah. I was pretty tricky about it, but
Yeah.
I
I
felt like it
don't.
had to be done. I felt
I
like,
mean,
listen,
even now that you're saying it, I don't believe you.
I know. But like you got to think, man. We gave DBZ a month. We gave Yu Yu Hakusho a month. Digimon deserves a month.
Digimon deserves a month. Yeah, at
Yeah.
least.
Realistically, we could probably do a whole Digimon podcast. It'd probably be way
Probably.
better than this, but that's not why we're here. We're not here to make good podcasts.
Oh, I mean, it sounds right.
Yeah. All right. So, Digimon Adventure 02. What the fuck is that?
That's the part where they fight the emperors, right? No.
That's this whole season.
Oh.
Right.
Oh.
So, you weren't here back in the day. I don't even think
No.
it was the same name of the show. We
I
reviewed
don't.
Digimon season 1, right?
Okay.
So,
That's the
Digimon
gory
season
part.
1, also called Digimon Adventure 01.
Oh.
Digimon Adventure 02 is the sequel. So Digimon Adventure 01, we've got our 8 very young kids go to camp for the summer,
Mm-hmm.
get pulled into the digital world, fight Myotismon, win, and then they go home.
Okay.
And then in the meantime, uh, they have our war games,
Okay.
right? And
So,
now,
when does Dark Jedi lick a girl's face?
so that doesn't happen for like 10 years.
Oh. Okay. So
That
this
was
is
part
before
of what
that.
we reviewed last week.
Okay. So this is before that. I was wondering because there were so many Jedi's running
So
around.
there was only one Jedi, but we'll get into that later. That was, man, this is one of the reasons I love Digimon, because I'm decently sure, and
It's
I haven't watched the sub because I'm not going to watch sub Digimon except for when I do. But I'm decently sure in the sub version that's probably just Jedi everywhere. But in the American version, no, we don't need to do that shit.
pretty sure that like that Chinese officer says that I get dropped into a B movie, which I recall being also in Inazuma 11 line.
Yeah, it was most definitely an Inazuma 11 line.
And I was like, okay, this is why I like that so much, I guess, because they're
Yeah,
cut from the same cloth.
they very much are cut from the same cloth.
So
The
spoilers
cloth,
alert:
this is the cloth of being fucking great.
Saturday morning cartoons
Yeah,
in the
man.
90s, like Street Sharks.
Like Street Sharks. Who's your favorite Street Shark?
The one with the roller skates.
You're a fucking poser, man. You
I
can't name
don't
all the
remember.
street sharks.
I can't. I don't remember their names. I believe one's name was Hammerhead.
You're right. Who are the other two?
Uh, Jaws.
No, their tagline was Jawsome. Anyway, it doesn't matter. This isn't a Street Sharks podcast. That's the other
Oh.
podcast we're secretly working on. So we're left off. We've got a new season of Digimon. So we've got a problem in the digital world that needs fixing, right? And that's the Digimon Emperor.
Mm-hmm.
And he's a Digidestin who happens to be a fucking asshole.
I thought he was just a sad boy.
He's
Did
a
it
sad
say
boy
MILF?
later. Right now, he's a fucking
No,
asshole.
it says DILF. DILF.
So we start at the beginning. We get our 3 new Digidestin. We got Davis, who, might I add, proves himself to be the greatest Digidestin of all time. Davis and Vmon. And there's not going to be any argument on that.
Okay.
There's no arguments accepted.
Okay.
After episode 49 of this season, we all know it to be true.
I didn't make it to 49.
You didn't make it?
No, I
You didn't make it to the dream
47.
dimension?
No.
Oh,
Made
man.
it to 48, I think.
Oh, man, you missed out.
I know. I fell asleep midway through after work today, and I had to watch a couple episodes twice.
Because they
And
were in Spanish and you were super confused?
Yes.
Because wherever the fuck you were watching, all of a sudden switched
It
to
was
Spanish?
in English, but it was very confusing to me. It was like, it was a dub, but they sounded ever so slightly Spanish, and everything they said was slightly wrong. Like War Grauman.
It was probably
Like,
that Filipino dub I sent you a link to.
I
The
don't know.
Filipino dub is in English.
It might have been, but I didn't want to go that far, and I just listened to the first part. It could have been. It really could have been. I guess they couldn't find the American one for those like 3 episodes, but
Hey.
and they weren't even back to back. It was like one, and then like I watched 10 more episodes, and then there was 2, and I was like, "Why? You're confusing me."
You know what? They gave you what they had. Should just be happy, Sai.
I was, and the sad part was it was the Oikawa episodes, like right when he starts abducting kids. I was like, oh god dang it! Really, is this when you want to do this? I'm skipping this. So I just.
So you don't know if he got the kids or not. That's
No,
tough.
I do know he got the kids.
Oh, man.
I do know because I watched a few after that were in the right English cadence.
Right. So what were we talking about? We got a 3 new Digidestin.
Yeah, and Michelle Takahashi.
You got Davis, you got Yoli, and you got Cody. Don't call him anything else.
I don't know what else to call them.
You got these new guys, and they get new Digivices. Super cool new Digivices.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah, I actually really like those more than
the D3s.
Yeah,
they are cool. They're definitely
like that
a more modern look for the time.
What is the other one called? The D terminal.
The detectors.
Yeah. What is that even for? Just to text people?
To text each other and hold the fucking eggs.
Oh yeah, I forgot. That's what they do. They hold the eggs.
The I think they probably made the D3s because this was like the time when all the Macs were coming out. There were all those weird shitty colors. People were into those. You remember desktop computers?
Yeah, I still have one actually.
Do you have a Mac?
No, I never had a Mac.
Do you have a weird ass Mac that's like translucent green?
No.
I think that's where the D3 idea came from.
That's like the first Mac, isn't it?
No, I mean,
it's not.
Mac goes back to the 80s.
Yeah.
But like in the 2000s, this is back when like iPods were first coming out, and they're fucking weird ass commercials with shadows dancing, and it's
dude, that's iconic.
Y2K, and there's lots of things going on back then.
Yeah.
But anyway, they get this, and then so they find these right. Okay, so let's talk about Gatomon losing a fucking tail ring and pissing me off. What the fuck? Like, okay, they wrap it up in the end. Okay,
That's what
it
pissed you
wasn't
off.
enough for me. But so Gatomon loses her tail ring, so
Hmm.
that makes her
Unicorn Mon, right? I
the
forget what it's
Unicorn
called.
Mon.
Is
Unicorn
that
Mon
really what
steps
it's
on her
called?
tail and blasts the shit out of her, and she runs away. But she loses all her strength. She becomes the she goes from being the strength of a champion to the
Champion.
strength of a rookie.
Hmm.
What?
Well, they should
What?
have just made Gatomon the rookie, like I always thought. But whatever. But then you wouldn't have her in the first season jumping up and kicking War Greymon in the face, or was it Metal? It might have been Metal Greymon that
It
she kicked
was
in
it
the
was
face.
it was no, it was just Greymon.
Not War. That's what I meant to say. Greymon.
It was just regular Greymon.
Of- of- of-
But
And also, what made me mad, because we're kind of on this, the new Digidestins, when they go into the TV, well, not the TV, the computer, why are they the only ones that change their clothes? TK and Kyrie don't change their clothes. It really pissed me off. I don't know why. Don't ask me why. It just was. I was like, why are they the only ones? Because Yoli's outfit is literally the worst. I think what was it last week that we did the Digimon? No, it
try.
wasn't last week. Was that the one where I was like, Yoli got a glow up?
No, that's when you watched Last Evolution without
Oh yeah,
us.
yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah,
We haven't
yeah.
got to
That's
that
why.
yet. We'll get there.
Yeah, she. Ooh,
Yeah, she gets when
sexy
she takes her
Yoli.
fucking weird ass helmet off.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
the game that it made her wear. And I, I, I swear I thought Cody was wearing the same clothes the entire show, but then I realized it was slightly different.
Yeah. Why does that bug you? Does it bug
I don't
you?
know
Does
because
it bug you when
everyone.
Goku and Vegeta go Super Saiyan 4?
No, it bugs me
They
that
change
everyone.
pants.
Do they?
Yeah.
Oh, I never noticed.
Uh-huh.
It's because they're hairy. It's like the Hulk thing. You just got to keep an extra pair of pants for when you transform.
I get that.
But everyone else didn't do it, and that's the thing that bothered me. It's like, God damn it. Why do I have to watch Ty run around the Digi World with his goddamn school uniform on? And Davis has this goddamn flame jacket.
Yeah, Davis looked badass. Because those three are special.
Yeah, I know.
They were chosen to be Digidestined and given Digimon that could egg evolve.
And they gave Yo Lee what do you call those? Horse riding pants.
Was that? I don't know. I believe
Because
you.
they
I
because
don't
they
think you'd
had
lie
like
to
the
me.
little because they have like the little baggy things, and I swear I think I've only seen that on people riding horses. It's rich people stuff. I wouldn't know.
I think I rode a horse once as a kid.
I've never even touched the horse.
I've touched a horse.
No.
I'm almost positive I have.
I'm pretty
I
sure
don't know.
those are monsters.
I don't think it matters that much to the Digimon review how many horses we've touched.
Well, I mean, Unicorn Mon was a horse, Mon.
Unicorn Mon was a horse. He fucked up the entire thing. I guess it's just for recognition. They're like, oh, people know who Gatomon is. Just fucking de-evolve into Salamon.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Also,
just fucks things up later.
why when Patamon came through back into the real world, was he still Patamon? Everyone else was their baby forms.
Patamon's tough.
Is he tough?
I guess he's tough, man.
He died. He killed himself.
That was Angemon. Don't blame. That's future Patamon.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Like future Trunks.
Yeah, like future Trunks.
Okay.
So they get there. So they're fighting. Fucking. They find out that the Digimon Emperor is a kid named Kenichi Joji, and he's a Digidestin, right? So they're fighting him for the first half of the series, and his partner is Wormmon, and Wormmon really doesn't like getting kicked all the time, but
And Wormmon is secretly the second best Digimon in the show.
who's the best?
Armadillomon. I love
You think
Armadillo Man.
Armadillomon's
I
the best?
love Armadillo Man. Just because he sounds slightly Texan.
Okay, I wanted to bring up Armadillomon because the dude who voices him is Robert Axelrod, the dude who voiced Lord Zed.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, that's probably why I love him so much.
That's why you love him, because he reminds you of all the fucking nightmares you had as a kid.
and they also have a Power Rangers reference in like one of the later episodes. They're like, "It's Arbor Day, and we're cutting your Power
Yeah, the
Ranger."
Arbor Day Power Ranger special. And that's funny. It's funny that we're talking about that now, because in the latest episode of Ghost Game, they had a Power Rangers reference. A lot of Power Rangers reference going on lately.
Yeah.
And they just announced the Power Rangers 30th anniversary special.
Really?
Yeah, you got the original Blue Ranger coming back. You got
I did hear about that. Yeah.
man, it's just fucking Power Ranger centric nowadays.
Isn't the Black Ranger doing it too?
Yeah, both of them.
Yeah, I thought so. With his forefinger. That blew my mind when I found out that he had four fingers.
What?
He has 4 fingers on one of his hands.
Who does?
The Black Ranger.
Which one? Walter Jones?
Mm-hmm.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Must be his left hand, right?
I don't think he shows it on camera much, but there's like one frame and they have it and they show it and it's like one of the like I was like and it just blew my mind because I never noticed as a kid.
I never noticed. I met him and I shook his hand and I didn't notice if he had 4 or 5 fingers, but I didn't count.
Yeah, I don't think most people would.
I didn't think it'd be appropriate.
I'd have asked him. Like, hey man, you got 4 fingers?
Well, next time, if I ever see him again, I will. Hey, did you turn your camera off?
Oh, that's what happens?
That's fine. If you got like stuff you need to be doing in the background, like when I'm at work, I turn my camera off and fold laundry.
I don't know why that's so funny to me.
I'm not gonna deal with this meeting bullshit. Anyway, so they're fighting Ken, and Ken's got these dark rings, right?
So yeah, he's missing, I think, one on his left hand. Like he has the knuckle and everything, but
I get you.
I had to look. I was like, I know I'm not fever dreaming this one.
It's interesting that we're everything leads back to Power Rangers, I guess, because in that special, the second Power Ranger, Adam Park, played by Johnny Young Bosch, who is going to voice Vash in Trigun Stampede, which starts the dub tomorrow.
Oh, it's tomorrow. That's
it's
right.
Tomorrow.
I was about to give in and watch episode 2.
Well, they're probably going to be like 2 weeks behind. I was waiting for the dub.
I was waiting too because you told me about it. But I had been like, I need something to watch tomorrow, and I was like, I guess I could watch.
Just watch My Dress Up Darling again. It's like a fucking John Green book as an anime.
I don't know what a John Green book is, but it sounds bad.
Yeah, this is the dude who wrote the same book 19 times. Hey, Mark, are you there?
Yeah, but he's not asleep, so I don't know how long I'll have.
Okay. We planned on podcasting all night because we all love Digimon. So just wrap your head around that.
Okay. I mean, that makes sense.
So we're talking about Digimon Season 2.
Yeah.
You watched all 50 episodes.
Like at least twice.
Okay.
I'm going to try to fix
What was your favorite part?
It seems really bright.
You do look super bright.
It happened a couple days ago, and I don't know what's going on.
His favorite part was
do you have a lamp pointing at your face?
No, nothing's changed. I have the same light on I always do, but I don't know, for some reason it's doing this. I'm gonna try to fix it. But
that skin routine you're on, man, it's just working great. You got a nice glow.
Is that it? Oh, I know what it is. It's the auto white balance. It's somehow trying to like auto correct it.
Okay, I don't give a shit, man. What does this have to do with Digimon? Talk about Digimon.
Digimon was a thing. I don't know. The armor evolutions kept throwing me off. I didn't quite understand.
Okay.
Well, you see,
egg to armor thing.
Okay, so the eggs held the armor, right? Imagine
If an
they
egg was
were
made of
capsules made by Bulma holding Saiyan armor.
Got it.
Okay.
Oh, I took that. I always took it as a different thing. I always took it as like, what do you call those things? You ever watch, what's it called? Bakugan. You know how
No.
you roll the little ball, and it pops
Oh,
into a little
no, I
monster?
never played it, but
But you know what I'm talking about.
yeah, I know what
And
you're
it
talking
pops
about.
into a little monster. That's how I always kind of envisioned it. Like it would just pop apart and be like
Yeah.
pew pew. Yeah.
Hmm.
Kind of like a Voltron connection.
Yeah. So let's talk about Flame Dramon's half shirt. What's the deal with that? His little sports bra.
Can we
The-
talk about why I hate all of the Digi armors?
You hate all of them?
Okay, so I-
Definitely TK and Kyrie's.
Okay, I was gonna say I
Yeah.
get TK and Kari's. I don't
Yeah.
like either of those.
No, okay, so
I remember
Pegasus
I like
Mon and the
Flame
Fartimon.
Dramon.
No.
I
no.
like Flame Dramon as a kid.
Yeah,
Not
as a
so much with
kid,
the half
yeah.
shirt now.
No, the weird half shirt 3 claw thing. Okay, maybe I don't remember from the first season so much, but in the first season, from what I remember, their attacks were just normally straight up their attacks, right? Like Greymon's Nova Flare was like the same looking thing every time, same attack.
Yeah, they did.
In
some
this
weird,
one, it was like the
they
best
had, like,
comparison I can think of
warfare.
was like Rosetta Stone. I saw at least doing 5 different things. Anytime they said Rosetta Stone, first it was like knee blasts, and then she summoned an actual stone and threw it.
So what happened was in the first season, they said you have $32 to make each episode, and in this season they
They had
said
34.
you have $71 per episode.
Yeah, so they were like, okay, let's. Yeah, it was just something I kept noticing. I was like, wait, didn't that attack like come out of their eyes last time? Why is it coming out of like their chest now? Like every
some-
Yeah, they
attack
keep
was just.
glitching.
And sometimes they have really funny parts, like when he first evolves into XVmon and he goes V punch and he kicks the shit out of him.
Yeah. It's like I was,
Listen, that's one of the things I love about the dub, that they're just like, fuck it, it'll be funny.
Yeah, I was like, that's not a punch.
yeah, it was. Oh man.
Or the
There's-
thing that
yeah.
bothers me about XVmon so much is the X on his chest, which I get it. I get why they did it. You know, X Vmon.
Mhm.
But his move is V Blaster or whatever, and then it's an X. And I was like, why? Just shoot the V.
Yeah.
What it doesn't bug me, but it's just like I always remembered XVmon being chubby,
Yeah.
but he wasn't.
I don't
He
know
didn't.
why.
I always remember him having like a paunch, and he didn't have it.
So this was my first time watching
I
anything past
recall-
season 1.
I recall Shakuamon being something of my nightmares. When
And
I
he
first
was. You were right.
I think it's because his face doesn't move, right?
The Kuamon's the worst fucking Digimon out of the 2021 we see out of this run.
Ah, man, because I remember loving the Raidramon as a kid. That's what it is, Raidramon. The
Raidramon?
the egg of courage. No,
Yeah.
not courage, friendship.
Egg
Mets,
of friendship. We know what you mean.
The Gabumon comparison. I remember liking him as a kid, and then now he just looks like he's like a bad bike.
Yeah.
There's a lot of ones. Okay, again, I didn't fully finish season 1, or at least not in like 15 years, so I don't remember this. But in season 2, when they're
We remember.
when they're fighting the cowboy guy,
Mm-hmm.
Stargermon, what was his name?
Starmon.
Star Mom or
Starmon,
was it
yeah,
Sheriff?
yeah.
Sheriff.
And they show the grave, and he's like overlooking the graves. Is that the first time they actually showed like proof that Digimon like die?
No, right? No, because
No, they talk about that.
Yeah, if they're in the real world and they get destroyed, they'll die.
Ah,
Yeah, they
okay. I couldn't remember, because I just remember watching that episode and I was like, huh, that's interesting,
'Cause
showing a bunch of
That's
graves.
the whole sad part about Wizardmon.
Wizardmon, also voiced by Robert Axelrod.
I thought you were about to say Johnny Young Bosch. I was like,
No.
really? I was like, damn, that dude's good.
He is good though.
Yeah,
But
he is.
I think the best armor evolution is Digimon.
Into submarine mon.
No,
No.
he's talking about what's this move? Rock cracking.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I love that one too. That's why Armadillomon has the best ones. Samarimon is kind of.
I don't like Samarimon. I don't like that Cody rides around in him.
Yeah,
That
that
made
one.
me mad.
That
But-
one confused me.
Digimon just made perfect sense.
Yeah, Digimon is.
Digimon works. It makes sense.
Digimon
He digs.
works, and he has the closest like theme, like makes
Yeah.
sense of who he's
Yeah.
supposed to be a copy of, or like
Yeah.
reflection of, because he actually kind of takes on some like Kabuterimon features with the wings and stuff.
Yeah, because they kept every time they were digivolving, they kept like showing
Mm-hmm.
the images of what Digimon they're supposed to be mimicked
Yeah,
after.
yeah, like Greymon, Flamedramon was no.
Okay,
I
sure.
was like, okay, they use fire. That's it. And apparently, what is his move that I sent the video of? And I did not recall it ever sounding like laser beams.
What? What?
Flamedramon's move. Something this, right? I don't remember.
Fire Rocket?
Fire Rocket, yeah. The one he shoots out. I was like, that's not how it sounds. I don't recall it sounding like that, but it probably did. It might have been because I watched that one Filipino episode.
That's probably it. I also, I'm not a big fan of Hawkmon, but I gotta say Halsamon looks
I
like
love
a correct
Hawkmon.
evolution.
Yeah, but I also don't like that one. I think I like Shirimon more than Hulk.
Yeah, I like Shirimon a lot. That was kind of cool having the shurikens for like hands and.
Okay, I don't think I like Hawkmon. I think I like Hawkmon's voice actor.
Yeah,
That's a good one.
I
feel like I recognized a lot of those guys' voices.
He's so proper. Well, apparently, Armadillomon was Lord Zed.
Yeah.
They got Lord Zed in the booth.
They got Lord Zed in the booth.
Lord Zed, okay.
Pink skin and pink arm muscles and everything.
He looks just like him. He looks more like Wizardmon. But yeah, Wizardmon comes back.
Yeah.
As a computer virus or some shit. He's the Y2K.
Oh, yeah. I completely forgot about that. 2 years later.
So Wizardmon, who's like a wizard ghost, is now just a ghost. And he comes back and he gives Gatomon the tip on how to beat Ken.
Oh.
He's just like,
I thought I watched the wrong Digimon.
Believe in love.
I thought
the classics. Just believe in love, and that'll solve most of the issues. I don't know. Wasn't it? I don't know, but it was weird to me. This is like early on that like they just from like when we watched like the Try movies where they're like going into the Digi world through like ATM machines and like Coke machine, like whatever. Like was that? Then they go through an ATM machine in that second Try movie. He said it was connected to the internet, so they went to the Digi world through like an ATM machine.
Well, they put Agumon back in the safe zone.
Yeah. But it was just weird to me. Like in this season 2, they can only go into their old elementary school computer lab's computer to access the Digi world.
Well, they
fix that later.
Yeah, they do through any laptop, basically.
Izzy fixes it.
Well, yeah, Izzy fixes almost all of their
all
of their problems.
Hey, Izzy, where's your friend Tinto?
Yeah. Tintomon, mom. You fucking idiot.
Oh, I like how in like the first half, all of the parents don't remember the Digimon. And then later on in this series, they all seem to just be like, yeah, Digimon. Or like, don't you guys have Digimon friends?
Yeah.
I was like,
that's the way it is. It's like a
And I forgot how
Doctor
much.
Who thing.
Yeah, I
Hmm.
forgot how much I love Cody's grandpa.
Cody's grandpa was great. He almost
Ah,
made a friend too.
he almost did until he got not the best Digimon. Almost. Well, no, he did get him killed.
Let's get there in a second. Let's talk about. So they beat Ken, right? Ken makes his own Digimon.
Oh,
It's a fucking
well,
abomination.
well, he gets Wordmon to copy and paste him a Digimon on Photoshop.
Yeah, he makes Chimeramon, who is not the word. He's not the most disgusting
He's the
Digimon.
second
The most
most
disgusting
disgusting.
Digimon is Dino Beedramon. He's
He-
pretty fucked up.
Yeah, he's. Oh, I kind of wish that they would have done a Skull Greymon episode with Dino Beamon.
Yeah, yeah. They take over Agumon and force him to evolve into Skull Greymon, and then they force him to evolve into a dark version of Metal Greymon.
Which
That was pretty cool.
Was it? I don't. I recall being like, ew, because
Yeah, it was
like
cool.
purple.
He was purple. Yeah, I like purple Greymon. But I think I texted you guys and I was like, man, I really think they missed an opportunity not when Ken didn't get Patamon and
Yeah.
forced him to evolve like into a Dark Angemon or like a Devimon or something. I thought that would have been cool.
They just miss all the good ones whenever they don't do Dark Digivolutions.
Yeah, they don't.
There are some good ones.
Dark Digivolutions. They're all good.
That-
Every Dark Digivolution is great.
Yeah.
That's what I think this Digimon really missed. What they should have done was had a bad group of Digidestins, not like
Like an anti-just, like the
like
what
not
was
like
it called?
Kin.
Like the Psycho Rangers.
Yes, like that, like a Psycho
Or
Rangers,
the
not
or the Legion of Doom.
yeah,
Hawk and Animal.
Yeah.
just import the Legion of Doom.
Well, they had one. How many do you want, Sai?
I want a whole Digimon set.
Well, they barely beat the one.
Exactly. I want a Dark Agumon, Black Agumon, because Black Agumon or Black Toy Agumon.
Yeah, a black toy Agumon would be great, but I don't think that exists. I think there's a clear toy Agumon.
I thought there was a black one. I might be mistaken.
I can't confidently make the argument that any Digimon doesn't exist.
Yeah, there's too many.
Yeah.
Like I remember watching.
There's a
watching
lot.
this and I was like, I don't remember half of these Digimon. Like Koalimon, which is really
There's
cool.
so many. How I don't know. This
They don't
Digiroll-
count them. There's just a
Digiroll
lot.
is huge.
Sai, do you remember how they beat Chimeramon?
But wasn't it Magnamon?
Magnamon, man, because fucking Ken is powering his spaceship. He's using the
He's using it as a reactor.
golden digi egg to power his spaceship.
Which it turns out the golden digi egg is actually a crest.
It's a crest.
Adventure
Of course.
1. From Adventure 1 that we did not know existed.
Do you remember what it was a crest of?
It was the crest of kindness, right?
It was kindness. Ken has the crest of kindness because despite him stomping on Wormmon with both feet 19 times in a row, it turns out he's a nice guy.
Yeah, and literally torturing Agumon and
out
making
why.
copies of Digimon. He literally pulls a Mewtwo and makes Digimon fight each other.
He does.
Oh no, that wasn't a Mewtwo. That was a Caesar of Rome. He had a straight up.
He did have a gladiator ring.
He was tough. But yeah, you're right, Sai. That when they get into that Ken episode. Oh, there's one thing I did forgot to mention that I really liked. When Ken first disappears in the digital world and his mom and dad are talking, and his dad's like, I'm gonna break the door down. His mom says, don't break the door. And he says, I gotta break something. It's fucking hilarious. Like,
Very relatable.
What? I get it, but why?
It does seem like a bit of an overreaction.
And then after that, they're just like, "Yep, he's still not here.
He's gone now.
And
He ran away.
While, like every episode, they're like, Kenichi Joji, who's been gone for 8 months.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm like, what?
there was
In 1 week.
there was some time skips going on.
So Ken comes back, right? And you get the Ken episode where you find out he had a brother
A
who is
dick of a
dead.
brother.
And
Oh,
his
and dead.
brother, the Digivice was meant for his brother.
Yeah, I don't believe that. I always
I
thought
don't
it was
know.
Ken's.
Can you
I
just
know Ken thinks it's his brother's, but I
can you
always
just use is it just like can you just like hand the Digivice to someone else and be like, here, you can
no,
use it
that's
now?
the thing. We've never seen that done before.
You've never seen it done before, but who's to say it can't?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean
yeah,
that's
true.
fair too.
Because you got to think his brother was a little bit older. So the Digivice probably meant for him, but then Ken takes it and he puts it in the dark ocean and it turns into the D3, the black D3.
Yeah, the Dark Ocean. I forgot that's what it was called. Not Kyrie's Place. You
Dark
had me really.
Kyrie's Place is the dark ocean. But yeah, I do like, there was more explanation of the dark ocean than I remember in this.
Yeah, there really was. This is your first time watching this, right, Mark?
Yeah, season 2.
So did the Dark Ocean confuse the shit out of you?
So much.
Okay.
A lot of this stuff confused me. Like, when God, is it Kari? Is that Ty's sister's name?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. When she gets, I guess, mind connected to those water Digimon. I can't remember their name in the tunnel system.
Oh,
Divemon.
Divemon.
Dark Ocean.
Yeah, in the Dark Ocean.
Scubamon.
And they just and they just teleport her from the real world, and then they're just like, oh, I guess that's a thing now. Like we can do
when
that.
you're a very sad person.
She's very sad.
Yeah, I was that. Yeah, the Dark Ocean, that super confused me. The armor stuff super confused me.
Well,
Okay.
I think I
There's a lot of
remember reading
confusion.
something about that. The Dark Ocean was supposed to be a lot longer than that.
Yeah.
Right.
The Dark Ocean was supposed to be about Kari's depression. They do explain. They explain the armor evolution at the end.
Mm.
Because what is it? Sulongmon? Azulongmon?
Azulongmon. So Genai and Azulongmon had Genai set this up for Digimon that could armor Digivolve because
it was an ancient form of Digivolution.
It was an ancient form of Digivolving, and the Dark Spires would keep them from actually Digivolving.
Mm-hmm.
Right, I do remember that where he was like, "Oh, I have these things up there, so now you guys can't Digivolve, so I'm gonna conquer the Digi universe." They were like, "Ha, we have armor."
Yeah,
right now.
yeah, we have, which I think is a very ambiguous power up. I'd say because we don't really know. Like sometimes they're champion level, and then like sometimes they're kind of mega level, right?
Yeah.
No, ultimate.
I know. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah. But I didn't want anybody coming in the comments being like,
No one comments on this. They don't need to. We're always right. But so they beat Ken. Ken gets sad, and then
his clothes digitizes.
His clothes digitize. Yeah. So Ken decides him and Wormmon. Ken goes back to the digital world. He finds Wormmon again. They become best friends.
Of course, yeah.
And then at some point, Wormmon becomes Stingmon, Sai's favorite Digimon.
Yes.
I did look up what Wormmon, because I didn't know if I was going to make it. So like ahead of time, I looked up like what Wormmon digivolved into, and Stingmon looks pretty freaking sweet.
Did you make it to Stingmon?
I didn't make it to Stingmon.
You didn't?
No.
That's sad. That's only like 20 episodes in. So from there, it's they spend a couple of episodes getting Ken to join the team, but then we also have the Dark Spires turning into Digimon.
Yeah. Because apparently this woman got into the Digimon world, and Palmon lied to me. I thought we were better than that, Palmon.
When did Palmon lie? Palmon wouldn't lie.
Palmon called her a woman, and our Kinnymon is clearly not a woman.
Our Kinnymon is clearly not a woman, and neither is Mummymon. So our Kinnymon is pulling out hairs to turn control spires into Digimon, right?
Mm-hmm.
and then Ken gets the team on his side, and they all destroy him. But what happens, Sai, when she pulls out 100 hairs and turns 100 control spires into one Digimon?
The best emo Digimon ever of all time, Black War Greymon, my
Black
favorite.
War Greymon.
I unironically liked him just because he was black and cool as a kid, and now, like as an adult, I can appreciate the character struggle that he goes through a lot more. And Josh is going to appear with a
Yeah.
black.
So this is my Black War Greymon model.
I was like, I knew he was gonna have one.
He's very important to me. He's very pointy.
Yeah.
But yeah.
He does.
And I don't recall that he didn't have the crest on his back.
He doesn't have the crest.
I remembered him having the crest, but I was wrong.
Mm-mm. But I'm with you 100%. I also remember him having the crest, but it wouldn't make any sense.
Yeah.
I would assume if they meant any other War Greymon, he would also not have the crest, even if it's just a regular War Greymon. I think that's very specific to the Greymon we know.
I think that's all the War Greymons. Well, I mean, I don't know. But yeah, that would make sense, though. I do agree. Do we? No, that comes later.
What?
Because they start to learn how to regular Digivolve.
They learn how to regular Digivolve, and then they learn how to DNA Digivolve.
Yes.
Which seems pointless, but fine, I guess.
I mean,
did you get Pyeldramon?
They kind of wear it out.
Well, I don't understand why they would need to DNA Digivolve. Just, I guess they don't have crests, so they can't evolve. But I mean, fucking need, TK and Kyrie don't have crests anymore, and they can still Digivolve in Ultimate.
We don't see Datsumon. No, she does. She does. Digivolve in Dangelomon. They forgot that she was a champion. It's because she doesn't have a ring.
It's all yeah. Well, what about Magna Angemon? You see him?
That was because he was mad. TK was really, really mad.
Okay, don't get me. Okay, so the fucking TK has anger issues. What the fuck? That's this weird 3-episode arc where Cody doesn't want to DNA Digivolve with TK because he has anger issues. Where do these anger issues come from?
Literally no.
Like,
because it's not even anger issues, really. Because
he's just like, let's stop evil.
Yeah, he just doesn't like evil.
But like, dude literally does not. He's the chillest dude in the entire show. Ken whips him in the face, and he just stands there for 3 seconds, and then he's like, okay, now I'm gonna fucking hit you. Like the most calculated, cold thing.
Well, first he goes, because I really like this part. He goes, well, there's a time for talk. This isn't it.
Yeah.
And you get literally the best Sakuga ever in Digimon show whenever he punches him. Because that was, except for when Black War Greymon's fighting War Greymon and they do the Dragon Ball Z stuff. And I was like, oh, Digimon's fun. It's full budget right here.
Yeah.
It was like, you get $144.
Yeah. Well, they're saving money because episode 49 is literally just every Digivolution, one after another.
Yeah. I just started skipping 15, 20 seconds every time. Like, just, I'm tired. I've been watching this all day. I know what the Digimon evolve into. I know I can picture it when I close my eyes. And the Filipino one, it was like, Digimon, wait, how did it go? It goes, Demon changes to, skip.
Yeah.
Skip the whole episode. Nope, he Digivolves.
So you get later in the series and you find out that Ken actually has a dark spore inside of him. And that's what made him into an asshole.
Which is just the kill germ from the virus card from Yu-Gi-Oh!
It is
the crush card.
Crush card, yes. Crush card.
What it actually is, it's that shit you used to get from LimeWire when you would download songs that ended in exe instead of MP3.
Oh, LimeWire.
Sai, who put that dark spore in him?
Oikawa,
Oikawa. Okay. So Oikawa,
who is connected to every fucking body.
He's connected to everything. So he put the dark spore in Ken. So Oikawa was Cody's dad's best friend who went nuts when Cody's dad died. And he created digital copies of himself because he couldn't go into the digital world. And those digital copies were Mummymon and Arokenimon, right? So they
say in the Philippines Arachnemon.
So he creates them, he puts the dark spore in Ken. So Ken starts building these dark spires to push the boundaries of the digital world out further because he just wants to go to the digital world. He's just sad because he just wants to go to the digital world.
Because as a kid, they I guess were the first Digidestins in a way.
Maybe they found out about it before anyone else. That's for sure.
They found out about it, and don't they have that part at the end where he sees his partner?
Yeah, he gets his partner at the end, and then he immediately dies. Yeah. But guess what, man? He's not the fucking problem.
No.
Myotismon was in his head all along. It all goes back to Myotismon. It always goes back to Myotismon.
I forgot about Magic Myotismon.
Magic Myotismon, man. And this leads. You find that out, and then episode 40,
like the last episode, right?
The second to last episode, they're not in the digital world. They're in this like other dimension made out of dreams that Jedi was telling them about. And
now, which Jedi is that? Is that Benjamin?
That's actual Jedi. It's not Benjamin. It's not Hogan. It's not Jose. Okay.
Wait, I actually called that one. I was like, hold on, Mexican Jedi. His name is gonna be Jose.
Okay, so if you call that, explain his fucking karate moves to me.
He goes, I'm majestic Jose, and he goes to distract the people. And I swear to God, I was like, oh, he's gonna do magic. Nope, he does Chinese kung fu.
He does kung fu,
and they all do it too. Because someone else, one of the other ones, was doing those moves. I don't remember which one it was. It was one of the ones after Jose, I think. It might have been Ilya wasn't. It wasn't the Russian one, because the Russian one was eating. And then they beat him, and he showed up late, and they were like, "Oh yeah, we just wanted to go to lunch. I just had lunch, guys. God damn, you got to go to Siberia."
Yeah.
This is so good. Oh man. And Hogan dressing up like fucking Santa Claus.
Yeah, fucking Santa helping him rip down the
He was like, yeah, I just had to deliver some packages. He sold me on it too. I was like, because I forgot that it was actually Hogan. And he sold me on it. I was like, oh, why the fuck is there Santa Claus?
Yeah, I'm with you. I was there on that.
And
so they're where were we at? Okay, so they're in the dream dimension, right? And X-Vmon just wants to fight Myotismon. And Davis is like, no, you can't beat him. But X-Vmon's like, yes, I can. Believe in me. And you know what fucking happens?
What?
He beats him because Davis believed in him. X-Vmon punches him right in the fucking face. And then, right, Myotismon puts all the kids in an illusion of their perfect world, right? Right? But you know who we can't put in an illusion? Davis, because Davis already lives in the perfect world.
Because he's fucking dumb.
Yeah, Davis is so dumb, he has the perfect life. And that's why he is the best Digidestin.
I mean, okay, quick aside again. Now that I think about it. So, in the original adventure, Devimon evolved into the Myotismon, right?
Say that again, I'm sorry.
In the original Adventure 1, the Myotismon at the end is the original Devimon, right?
No.
It's not. It's a different one. Okay.
It's a different one.
Okay, so that's what was confusing me. Because I was like, if Myotismon came back, why the fuck is there half a Devimon that can just Ghostbuster into his, I don't know, into his backpack? He just wants to talk about Digimon too, man.
Oh, I want to talk about. So Davis just has the perfect life, and like he pulls them all out of the fucking dreams, and then you literally just watch shit fucking evolve for an entire episode. Like they're all when they get out of their dreams, XVmon, Ragemon, and Flamedramon are all there, and everyone's just like, "How'd you do that?" And he's like, "I don't know, I just believed." So they all believe with him. So then
Power of belief.
you've got every single form of the evolved Digimon fighting Malomyotismon. It's fucking great.
Yeah.
And they win, if you're wondering.
They do win.
I thought they lost. I thought that's why they ended the Adventure series.
No, they
Because
win.
Myotismon finally won.
But they defeat Myotismon, and then you know what happens? They skip 25 years in the future.
Is that how long?
25 years.
Is
Where
that
the
how
barrier
long?
between the digital world and the physical world is down, and everyone has a Digimon partner.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And Yoli got Ken.
And Yoli got Ken, and Matt got Sora.
Yeah. So
You don't like that?
No, I don't mind it.
You wanted Matt and Ty to end up together, right?
Yeah, of course.
I kind of did too. It's like, yeah, I think we talked about that. It's an
Yeah,
almost
we did.
famous moment.
Yeah. That
They both
Sora
wanted her,
really-
but she wanted them to be together.
And I kind of like Mimi and what's his name now? Izzy.
Mimi and Izzy, I do too, man. Izzy deserves it.
After Try, I like Mimi and Izzy. I
Yeah.
saw a meme and it was like the Digidestin at 100% power. And then it's like the Digidestin at 99% power, and it's just Izzy. And I'm like, yeah, that's
Dude,
about right.
that's got to be fucking exhausting for Izzy doing all the thinking for 8 goddamn people constantly.
Yeah, and Joe, which he has the best partner. I've grown to love Gomamon so much. I even love his fish's attack, even though it's very stupid.
Look, I love Gomamon as well as the next man, but no one compares to Tentamon anymore, man.
Yeah, Tentamon's pretty good.
Tentamon's the best. Hercules Kabuterimon fucking pushing 8 other Digimon back. He's just beefy.
Yeah, he's a beefy boy. And then they made a Moses reference in Digimon 02.
They did make they made a lot of good references. They were on point.
They were like, oh, Black War. Did he just part the Red Sea? No, he parted the Digi Sea. Or no, is it the pardon of the Digi Red Sea or something?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm.
Yeah, when he was trying to destroy the stones, which we skipped through.
Sylphimon.
Sylphimon, what do you think of Sylphimon?
Better than Shakuamon. Not and almost as good as Pyodramon.
I like Sylphimon a lot, except for the chicken legs.
Voice. Yeah, the chicken legs are kind of weird.
Chicken legs, I don't buy
it. well. Wait, it's her and no, it's not Halcyon. It's
Aquilamon and Gatomon.
Aquilamon is a lot bigger than Gatomon.
Yes.
I mean, yeah.
But Sylphimon's pretty big.
I think that's what Shakuamon misses, right? Because all the other two, you can kind of see, okay, it's
they look like a combination of them.
It's XVmon wearing Stingmon, or it's the Tapagatomon and some parts from Agilamon. Yeah. Shakuamon, they just go, a giant jar with a face on it.
They get a fucking robot jar that no one could possibly like.
It's that's the worst one. But we do get to see Magna Andromon.
You do, yeah. He doesn't do shit.
He doesn't do shit.
But I
He
guess he
possessed
never
it.
really does shit.
Nah, he doesn't. You do get to see Magnum. And I just realized this, but none of them get past champion. I literally was just talking to my brother, and he was like, "Don't. What ultimates do you see?" And I'm like, "You don't really see any besides Imperial
Imperial
Dramon."
Dramon.
Yeah, besides him. And I was like, "Yeah, they don't even make it past champion." He's like, "Really?" I was like, "Yeah,
Well, the DNA Digivolves are
yeah,
megas.
yeah, they are." But you know what I mean.
No, but
Like,
yeah, that was what I was complaining about. I mean, they still could have had. They had plenty of episodes to put
oh yeah,
the megas in there.
mm-hmm. And you didn't, yeah, you didn't even have to go to Ultimate. I really just wanted to see, like, what is it? All Force? No, it's Vidramon, right?
Vidramon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Vidramon. I don't know
but
who Vidramon
Vidramon is a champion.
is he? Oh,
Yeah,
what? In I don't know. It would have been the All Force.
you see All Force Vidramon.
Is that who Exumon would? I don't know who Exumon would digivolve into.
Uh, no, XVmon. XVmon's the virus type.
Oh,
So Vidramon evolves into Arrow Vidramon, and then Arrow
mm-hmm.
Vidramon is All Force Vidramon,
Okay,
who's pretty badass.
yeah.
But we don't get to
I
see any of that, so it doesn't matter.
no, unfortunately.
So, Sai, if you were rating Digimon Adventure 02, like if I were doing it, I'd give it an S plus, which I'm doing. How about you?
I'd give it a ooh. Mm, mm.
Decisions.
S minus. I'd give it an S minus.
An S
Because
minus.
it's not quite as good as the first season, but it's still a lot better than I remember it being.
So I loved it. I love the first season as well. Let me ask you this: Have you ever heard of Star Trek?
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever heard of the movie Wrath of Khan?
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever heard that used as a phrase?
So much.
Like that's a Wrath of Khan moment.
Yeah, I've heard
Okay,
that.
so that means like something is good on its own, but if you've seen the related material, it's great. So it
Yeah,
would be. I don't know how I would rate 02
yeah,
on its own if I didn't have 01 to build off of.
yeah,
But if I was taking it all, for me, it's an S plus,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
top tier,
As like a whole thing,
shining example of what
I
anime
agree with
should
it.
be.
Yeah,
It's
I
got
agree with that.
it's got
But
Lord Zed in it.
S minus on its own though.
Plus, Tentamon is voiced by Jeff Nimoy, who is the
No,
second cousin of Leonard Nimoy.
no
Hmm.
way.
What do you know?
Mark,
See,
Thank you. Yeah. Okay. So it's I'm not the biggest Digimon guy. I think it's vastly superior to like. I know it's always the Digimon Pokemon debate. I think it's way better than anything Pokemon will ever be in its entirety.
Pokemon's too rigid to ever be truly great.
True.
wait till you get the cross.
I thought it was like overall it's like peak 90. It's like peak 90, like late 90s anime. Like it literally is like quintessential. So there's definitely stuff to enjoy about it, but just for me, it's not really like my direct cup of tea. I mean, I do enjoy Digimon though, but I'm gonna give it a B plus.
Were you here when I made the comment about it being like Inazuma 11?
I don't think so,
Okay. Well, yeah, it's
but
just
I agree with that statement though.
it's Inazuma 11 Metabots all rolled into one. They're all the same thing, and they're all great.
Yeah,
They're not the same.
it is like peak late 90s, early 2000s anime. Like you cannot get more peak than this.
Saturday cartoon.
Yo, yeah, yeah, exactly. Peak Saturday morning cartoon anime. Like it's perfect for
It's
that.
the Power Rangers Arbor Day special.
Yep.
Yeah. It is though. Like I said, so I'll give it like a B plus, A minus ish, somewhere around there.
Okay. So altogether, it gets an S plus when we add all of
Yeah.
our scores.
Yeah.
Yep. No.
Yeah.
It's math.
It's
Mhm.
it's how math works. I mean, it's pretty simple. It's math.
All
So
right.
it goes on the wall.
It goes on the wall.
It would go on the wall. Yeah.
Not surprised.
Awesome.
So,
All right, Mark.
Digimon Tamers next week, right?
No, next week
Isn't
we're
there-
doing a quiz.
There's there's so many. I looked it up. There's Digimon,
There's a lot.
Cyber Squad.
That's a video game.
What was it?
No, he's talking about the one with Marcus, I think.
Oh,
Well,
Data
that's
Squad.
Oh, Data Squad. That's what I was trying to think of.
Yeah, the guy that punches people to Digivolve.
So listen, I'm not gonna say I definitely don't love Data Squad, but I do appreciate when the humans fucking punch the Digimon like Yoli did to Lady Devimon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Like you got to give her credit.
Yeah.
All right. Hey Mark, you got any
Yeah.
kind of wheels you could spin?
Yeah, that's funny. I do actually. Let me go ahead and bring that up.
Because if you don't, I think Josh has one.
I bet I could find one. I
You
don't
probably
know if
could.
we're gonna like the results, but
I'm sure there are probably like pre-made wheels that are just like a bunch of random anime like thrown together. All right. Before I spin, does anyone have anything that they've heard about that I should add on here?
yeah, could you add Digimon Tamers?
Like 10 times.
I mean,
No,
technically
just
I
add it
can.
once.
Yeah. Okay. Am I adding
Oh.
Digimon season 3 just because, or?
That is Digimon season 3.
Yeah.
Oh, is that okay? That's season 3. Okay. Yeah, that's what confused me initially when I was first trying to watch it. I was like, okay, Digimon season 2 is what?
Technically,
Digimon season
still
2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what we get. There's 96 on here. We're getting closer and closer to that triple digits.
Let's do it. Let's spin this shit. I'm hoping for
Let's
Digimon.
see. It's happened before where we added something on the wheel and it landed on it.
What's it say? Attack
Oh
on
my
Titan.
Titan.
fucking god!
Didn't we do that or did I not remove it?
We never did Attack on Titan.
Wow, I could have sworn. I don't know why I thought that, but okay.
So,
Attack on Titan.
Titan. This is a well-known anime where Titans attack, and
Yeah.
everyone is pissed off about it right now.
And people yell at it.
people yell a lot. Okay.
This is such a
Alright.
timely thing because they just announced like they're splitting the last
This-
season
No,
into
they didn't.
32 different parts, right?
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, earlier. Yeah, that's the last season. They were like, "Hey, we're gonna split it into 2 half
It-
seasons or whatever." Freaking, they were saying they were talking about.
They were like, no, they were like, well, this is gonna be the last season. And then the last season came out, and then they were like, haha, no, this was just the first half.
Well, they were putting out the last season, right? And then they split it into 2 different parts, and now they split it into 3 different parts.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's really
That's
it
cool.
makes no sense.
I've been meaning to watch it, so that's pretty cool.
I have only seen season 1,
Me too.
which I'm assuming is overwatching. So I'll just I'll just get as far as I can, I guess.
Yeah.
Was it this quiz show or one of Ash's that they asked me to name all of the Titans?
Walls?
The Titans.
No, that
The
wasn't our
Titans was
quiz show.
Ash. Okay.
I don't
We
think
keep
it was this
talking
one.
about fucking walls on our quiz show.
Seriously,
I remember
think
the walls.
Yeah,
Rose, Maria. And...
yeah, that wasn't our show. The only
Okay,
question I
we're
asked.
not going to name the walls again.
Yeah.
All right. Hey,
Attack on Titan
Mark,
walls.
I've had to pee for 45 minutes. You want to wrap us up here?
Yeah, I gotcha. Well, if you made it this far, you've done the correct thing. You're waiting till your parents are almost home. You pop that old VHS tape out of your dad's TV, put it back in that box, sprinkle some dust on it, put it back under the bed. You got to take it out next week for another special edition of Dad's Anime Stash, where there's going to be a quiz, which is probably going to be a lot of Digimon. And then the week after that will be Attack on Titan, and I don't know, so however far we get. So just make sure Facebook, all that fun stuff. Follow us, like it, share, subscribe, all that stuff. We'll see you next week.
Anyone interested in being on the quiz, Facebook message us, email us. We will put you on.
You got it.